Let's read in our Bibles, John 11, verses 20 to 28. Then Martha stood as she heard that Jesus was coming, went to meet him, but Mary sat in the house. Then Mary said unto Jesus, Lord, had thou been here, my brother had not died. But I know that even now, whatsoever thou wilt ask of God, God will give it thee. Jesus saith unto her, Thy brother shall rise again. Mary saith unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this? And she saith unto him, Yea, Lord, I believe that thou art the Christ, the Son of God, which should come into the world. And when she had so said, she went away and called Mary, her sister, secretly saying, The Master is come and calleth for thee. And when she had said so, she went away, and I'll read the next bit. And if thou hadst been, Mary said unto her, the same as her sister, If thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. At the graveside, Jesus asked that the stone be taken away. Martha objected because he had been dead 4 days. His body would be decomposing and would stink. She hadn't fully understood the conversation that Jesus had just had with her and what Jesus was about to do. The stone is rolled away so they all could see Lazarus. There was no deception practiced. They could see Lazarus in his rocky grave. Calmly, Christ stands before the tomb. A sacred solemnity rests upon all present. Christ steps closer to the sepulchre. His eyes lifted to heaven. He says, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me. Not long before this, Christ's enemies accused him of blasphemy when he had taken up stone to cast at him, because he claimed to be the Son of God. Let's again look at John 11, 43 to 46. When he had thus spoken, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth. He that was dead came forth, bound hand and foot with grave clothes, and his face was bound about with a napkin. Jesus saith unto them, Loose him, let him go. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary had seen these things which Jesus did and believed on him. But some of them went their way to the Pharisees and told them what things Jesus had done. They'd seen it with their eyes, but yet they wanted to cause trouble. They had their own idea about Jesus, and what they'd seen with their eyes they didn't believe. Desire of Ages, page 536. And when he thus had spoken, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth. His voice, clear and penetrating, pierced the ears of the dead. As he speaks, divinity flashes through humanity. In his face, which is lighted up by the glory of God, the people see the assurance of his power. Every eye is fastened upon the entrance to the cave. Every ear is bent to catch the slightest sound. With intense and painful interest, all wait to test Christ's divinity. The evidence that is to substantiate his claim to be the Son of God, or extinguish the hope forever. There was a stir in the silent tomb. He who was dead stands at the door of the sepulchre. His movements are impeded by the grave clothes which was laid away in. And Christ says to these astonished spectators, Loose him, let him go. And again they are shown the human worker is to cooperate with God. Humanity is to work for humanity. Lazarus is set free and stands before the company, not as one emaciated from disease and with feeble tottering limbs, but as a man in the prime of life and the vigour of noble manhood. His eyes beam with intelligence, and with love for his Saviour, he cast himself in adoration at the feet of Jesus. What a beautiful reunion. The family whom Jesus loved were all reunited. Death had lost its sting and grave its victory. But the greatest reunion of all will be when Jesus comes to take his people home. This will be the greatest reunion of all times, and we will see how beautiful heaven must be.